Hello and welcome back to Bible with Bible Corner. Today we are going to finish up Joshua chapter 2. I'm going to be reading verses 19 through 24, starting with the English Standard Version. Then if anyone goes out of the doors of your house into the street, his blood shall be on his own head, and we shall be guiltless. But if a hand is laid on anyone who is with you in the house, his blood shall be on our head. But if you tell this business of ours, then we shall be guiltless with respect to your oath and you have made us swear. And she said, according to your words, so be it. Then she sent them away, and they departed, and she tied the scarlet cord in the window. They departed and went into the hills and remained there for 3 days until the pursuers returned. And the pursuers searched all along the way and found nothing. Then the two men returned. They came down from the hills and passed over and came to Joshua the son of Nun. And they told him all that had happened to them. And they said to Joshua, truly the Lord has given all the land into our hands, and also all the inhabitants of the land melt away because of us. New Century Version. If anyone leaves your house and is killed, it is his own fault. We cannot be responsible for him. If anyone in your house is hurt, we will be responsible. But if you tell anyone about this, we will be free from our oath you made us swear. Rahab answered, I agree to this. So she sent them away, and they left. Then she tied the red rope to the window. The men left and went into the hills, where they stayed for 3 days. The king's men looked for them all along the road, but after 3 days they returned to the city without finding them. Then the two men started back. They left the hills and crossed the river and came to Joshua the son of Nun and told him everything that had happened to them. They said, the Lord surely has given us all the land. All the people in that land are terribly afraid of us. Okay, so these spies are able to get back to Joshua. They give a report. Something I find interesting about this report is that very last phrase, everyone in that land is terribly afraid of us. So God has promised Israel that this land would be theirs. It is literally theirs for the taking. In doing so, God has moved the hearts of the current inhabitants, causing them to fear the Israelites. Same thing kind of happened with Pharaoh. God hardened his heart, and Pharaoh would either keep the Israelites or tell the Israelites they can't leave, or he finally said, you know what, go. And then his heart was hardened again, and he pursued the Israelites. So that's not to say God made Pharaoh hate the Israelites. It's God was using Pharaoh's own emotions to do his will. And here's the same thing. God is using the emotions of the current inhabitants who have heard the stories of the Israelites crossing the Red Sea and the Egyptian army being killed by the Red Sea. They've heard all these stories, and now they are terribly afraid because of what they think is getting ready to happen to them, and it does happen. So how can we apply this to today? Does God send spies out, so to speak, for us to go do this and that? Not necessarily in the same sense that happened here. The way we do things today is obviously a whole lot different. We've got technology today that can help us. We've got, man, I'm losing my train of thought here, but we've got a whole lot of different things happening today than they did back then. The other big thing, we don't have God speaking directly to us like he did Joshua. God speaks to us through the Bible. So to say that there are spies going out ahead of us, I don't think so. The way we could look at that today is missionaries over in Africa, South America, Australia, wherever, even here in the United States, missionaries all over reporting back to their home congregations, hey, this is what's happening. These are the ways that God is blessing this area. Giving reports like that. That way the congregations can decide, okay, do we continue supporting this, or do we ask that missionary to move somewhere else that could be a little bit more fertile soil? So anyway, that's how we can take that today. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.